What do you walk? You said that when you start your cut, what do you walk around at?
218.
218.
Yeah. Oh, wait, start my cut fight week?
Yeah.
I'll be like 208.
Okay. But when you're in training, before you start any cut, you're about 218?
Yeah, 218, 220.
And the heaviest you get is?
That.
That's it?
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
It's like my cap. I won't go any bigger. I'll have to go up a weight class. And I might in a couple of years, you know, but I think I would take the proper time to not be disrespectful and fight a fucking guy as big as Johnny Walker or somebody like that.
Right.
You know, or Ankalaev. They're thick bone, thick guys. I think a lot of people underestimate, like, there's bone density that comes with a certain size too.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have to build myself a little more muscular than these guys. I have the frame to do it. And take like a good 6 months to a year to build myself to then make that move up.
Do you find it increasingly difficult to get to 185?
I do. Yeah, it sucks. It's rough.
So you're
it's definitely not
208
easy.
the week of the cut?
208.
And then,
but I'm already like
shredded.
Like I'll show you like what I look like.
And are you using who are you using to do this? Are you using a nutritionist and a weight cutting expert? No,
I'm just not. I use the guy Castro at UFCPI who's been great. And Charles a little bit.
Okay, but UFCPI, those guys are experts.
But I don't I keep them updated with my weight cut as I'm coming down. But I don't do I don't know how people fucking water load, man. I don't like it. I don't like the water loads. I do my cut, I know my body pretty well, and I get down, but it's just I don't know.
Is your cut primarily sauna, or do you bike ride with a wetsuit on?
I train twice a day still.
Yeah?
I sweet sweat, do a couple rounds, pad work, get the sweat flowing, do a couple ground and pound, wrestling drills, and then do a couple ground and pound rounds, and then I'll
just take in very little water.
Take in very little water. The proper nutrition to kill the sugar cravings and the hunger and shit like that. But yeah, I do. I've been getting better and better and better and better at it. But it's still hard, still very hard.
And do you have a protocol as far as rehydration?
Yeah, so I've been drinking whatever the UFC gives me, like their rehydration, and then I'm really big on like sodium and potassium intakes and whatnot, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I have a couple drinks that I drink, but it's just like a BPN electrolyte. Try to get that back in there. Try to get as much salt as possible so I can hold what I'm putting in my body.
And what do you try to weigh day of the fight?
Whatever my body's happy at. I don't want to overeat, and I don't want to overdrink where I feel so bloated or I feel so heavy. But I probably walk in around 210, 208. So I blow up.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So when I fought Gerald, I was heavy. I think I was like 209 when I walked into the cage. But by the time I faced off with him by 4 p.m., I was like 203, 204. So I was like, I put it on quick. And I don't lose it. Like, I'll wake up the next morning and it goes right back to where it needs to. So I have a good system, and I think it's only going to get better. But man, I'm not going to put it out there, but I have never had a smooth camp. I've never had a smooth camp, and this is going to be no different, but this is where I've been built. I've been built in the fire, and, Jack's a good dude. It's going to be a tough fight.
I don't know of anybody who has a good camp. They say they have good camps, but you talk to them, there's like a rib and a neck and a knee and an
everybody
ankle.
Across the states lately, though, has been sick as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a lot of colds going on.
I've been going as far as to say somebody's fucking poisoning us, because there's no way that everybody I fucking know got sick at the same time, and everybody's sick for 2-3 weeks with it.
Well, there's a COVID strain that's going around right now, and then there's the flu. I mean, it's the winter, and you know what a lot of that is vitamin D deficiency, especially when you're dealing with cold climates.
I take vitamin D.
Vitamin D and vitamin K as well.
I take vitamin K, vitamin D, and I take it with magnesium, because what I was told is if you don't take magnesium, it doesn't mean shit.
It doesn't mean as much. Yeah. Magnesium's important. Do you take like a suite of nutrients? Do you know what to do as far as like how much to take of this and that? Do you have some?
I just have like my morning routine of everything that I've taken, and I got it from the UFCPI. They gave me a sheet, and then I've been doing it for long enough now that it's like I know what I need. So I was
UFCPI is such a great resource.
It's a great resource.
It's so amazing. When they first built that, I was like, what are they doing?
Bro, I was fucking blown away when I was out there for Brendan Allen cornering him. I'd never been in the cafeteria. I always heard people talk about it. I'm like, where the fuck is it? Like, I never knew how to get to it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, I was so upset. I was so mad at myself. I'm like, I've been in this shit for a year and a half now, and I didn't know there was a fucking cafeteria. Everybody